Okay, and we are live. We are so live right now. We are so live right now. Okay, first of all, I really want to thank God for giving me this opportunity to actually um give a tutorial, Actually this is one of my first videos of Python tutorial, and of course right now I'm going to be honest, I do not have much views right now. But I know that by the grace of God, and I know that I would I would have SEO. I would, have, to be great, really great in Jesus' name. Anyway, okay, so let's just get straight in right now. Okay, so the purpose for this video tutorial is to give you hands-on experience on Python, right? Hands-on experience on Python. So this is programming basically, and in the year we do different courses, different learning trainings, and all that in JavaScript, whatever programming language you may even want to learn, whether C language, C plus plus, whether it is JavaScript, whether it is APIs or web development, whatsoever, even AI. So you can actually okay. So right here we actually teach it. So just for you to actually know that. But today we're going to start with Python because reason be that Python was one of the first things I actually learned as a programmer, right? It was one of the first things I actually learned as programmer. So we're going to start with the base of Python right now. And this is Visual Studio Code. Okay, so VS Code is an IDE, of course, integrated development environment, just basically like a template, should I say template, or a easy ground to actually write some codes, right? So that's basically what IDEs mean right now. So different IDEs, PyCharm, VS Code, brackets, Atom, whatever, right? There's just a lot, right? Just a lot. But right now, just going to start with the basics, right, of Python. Now, what is Python? Ooh, that's a very important question. Let me create a okay, let me create a folder in my desktop here. Let me create a folder, go say py. I just say py right now. I'm gonna come here, say cmd. I'm going to say code like that. All right, so what is Python exactly? Now, to keep it short and simple, Python is a language for programming, right? Python is a language for programming, right? Basically. So basically Python is like communicating with computer, right? It's something that helps us to communicate with the computer. So I can tell the computer to do an infinite number of things, right? But with that, I need a programming language that can be able to translate what I'm saying, right, to the system. Isn't that right? Right. So just imagine programs are like aliens, or we are aliens, and we're like, welcome to our world of human society stuff. And aliens are like, black, I don't understand you. You get so programming language actually help us to actually have that kind of relationship with computers. Now you can also, okay, so what about the interpreters and compilers? So when we talk about relationships with both the program that is binary and human language or natural language, let's just it's similar to relationships with um with programs, right? Similar to relation with programs. But now interpreters, just giving you a interpreters are like are like act as a relationship, of course, just like compilers, but interpreters actually work just like normal interpreters in our world, right? So they collect our data, right, and they translate it into machine code, or they translate it into binary, right? Compilers actually um speak directly to the computer. So it's like an interpreter, of course, but it's like not um it's not really such that it has a quick kind of message delivery in a way. So those that's the base of compiler and interpreter. So so we have talked about programming language, we have talked about Python, we have talked about compilers and interpreters. Okay, now so what does Python fall under? Right now, what does Python actually fall under? Well, Python falls under an interpreter. Python is an interpreted language right now. So Python is like a language that was created. So basically, Python is like a compiler right now. So it's like writing a compiled language or a compiled program. So after you write that compiled like asset right now, so you now translate that asset to a program. So it's like doing multiple or two times packaging exactly. So it's like, let's say you have a gift now, and that gift is machine code, which is zeros and ones. Now inside that gift, you want to present it to what human beings, right? To be able to eat the chocolate inside the gift, right? Exactly. I love chocolate. Anyway, so you package that gift right in a wrapper, right? Now that wrapper now is like a compiler, but let's just say it's not a compiler. Let's just say it's a wrapper. Now Python now, there's a wrapper that wraps that gift. Now after that wrapper, you now have another set of like wrappers. That second set of wrapper is just like the body or just like the template. Now that template itself is Python. So you can see, so Python has like two like double kind of assets or something. So that's why Python is like more is slower than other compiled language like C sharp or C languages, right? Because C sharp doesn't give you that extra template. It just spits out the wrapped gifts exactly. So that's the basis of Python and basis of compiled languages and interpreted languages. So Python is slower than C sharp and all that. But of course, I'm not saying we can't make it better. Okay. Sorry, I also have a call right now. Can I pause this one? Sorry, can I? Hello, mom. No. Okay.